Last night, I caught my reflection in the oven door, my eyes hollow, my hands trembling, and I realized I hadn't slept in days, not since the family recipe book started writing itself. My grandmother's battered old journal had always been a comfort, filled with smudge notes and flower fingerprints, but last week, new pages began appearing every midnight. Each one had a meal, a date, and a name, names of ancestors I'd only heard in whispers, each crossed out with something that looked like dried blood. Tonight, I flipped the page just after midnight, and my heart dropped. There was my name, Emily, scrawled in shaking pen beneath the recipe for braised tongue with sage. I tried to laugh it off, but the air in my apartment grew thick, like something was watching. My phone buzzed, Mom, again, begging me to throw out the book. But I couldn't. Something about it compelled me to stay, to read, to cook. Against every instinct, I prepped the ingredients, knife slipping through raw meat as the clock ticked closer to 3 a.m. The recipe said to simmer the tongue until the flesh yields and the spirit is free. The words made my skin crawl. I reminded myself it was just a book, a family heirloom with a flair for drama. As the dish cooked, a strange haze filled the kitchen, and I heard the muffled voices, first my grandmother's, then others, dozens, all low and pleading. I tried to cover my ears, but the voices grew louder, chanting the names from the book in a language I didn't understand. The pot rattled violently on the stove, lid shaking as if something inside was desperate to escape. I backed away, but my feet wouldn't obey, rooted to the cold linoleum as the lights flickered and the smell of sage grew overpowering. When the timer finally chimed, the voices stopped. I opened the pot to serve the meal, but inside, instead of meat, there was a folded page, my name now crossed out, and beneath it, a new name, Mom. My phone buzzed one last time. As I answered, my voice came through the speaker, not my mother's, but mine, whispering the recipe I'd never heard before, in a voice that was no longer my own.